Hello guys, welcome back to Daily Entertainment Bars right here on Odatejish TV. Please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. And also don't forget to also drop your comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and also share this video with your friends and loved ones.
Now they try to find out who people they feel be the hardest female rapper. But Eno has made a come up. Ghana lie there. Eno has made a serious come up.
Yeah, man. Eno is dope.
Yeah, she's made a serious come up.
Eno is seriously on point.
I'm not gonna lie, I will tell you the story. The first time I hear night with DJ Black, Joy FM, we go there. And she did that, she not be like loud or anything on. And then she started the rap. I say yeah, hey Black, you don't want me say some girl like that. Yeah. Hello? You see, sir, this one be your internet. With the word you freeze. Waiting for you to come back, bro.
I'm out. You hear me now?
Okay, you're back. Yeah.
Yeah. So I line a break. Wow.
No, it be your line. People tell you, they read for them. People say it be you. Yeah, it be you. Okay, so I'll answer. I think we can both answer one question because you kind of addressed it on Twitter. They said somebody asked a question about basically how do we feel when we put out something like this, which should be about the message and that the fans are comparing. And I think you kind of answered it on Twitter already. Like, yo, Charlie, sometimes it's not every time that's it. What I would say, what I go add to that for people is that listen, when you are rapping with people on the top tier, everybody's going to come hard. So at some point, if it's about something, you're not going to worry about whether somebody's slack. It will just be a matter of getting to the point of the matter. But it'll be more about the contribution and the competition at that point. Unless somebody's seriously slack and you say this person, why I know hear what the song be about.
Yeah, that would be true. Yeah, but I think you can't blame the fans. Normally, what I do is I don't try to blame the fans, even when they are wrong. So a lot of artists I've had, I haven't had an issue with, but I think they've had issues with me because they feel the fans are, the way the fans to go at them, they like. But
no,
the funny thing is, I know you can relate. No, you see, that's what people don't know. Like anytime I come online, there are other fan base who they hate at me, but I understand it. You get it because it's just what it is. Because I don't give the energy back to it. People feel like me do be me fans say yanko for, but you can't be a yano Ghana pa obi answer me. Like you can't be a yano like they really go at the person. Nobody comes close to me. Like they really insult me like left and right. But I understand that this is the industry that we're in. We've built this whole fan base thing. You can't run away from that. Obi will hold obi, obi will go feel you, but so now fellas say yeah, on M.anifest, no person yeah okay cannot hotel. So that one I need to understand and get that state of mind. So the fans there, you can't really control how they feel because you don't want to interfere in what they're doing because I understand what they're doing. It comes out of love, even if it's wrong. The message is too strong for us to be playing, that game. So let's drop it for a second. We pretty much we can do another song. But this message, especially in these times, this is very serious that we have to take serious. So yeah.
Yeah, no, Vim, no, you do. Okay, one more question from you guys out there. Questions be a movie suddenly the man and Santi Munjai. More.
I don't know them.
Wow, name that. I'm gonna be some questions. I'm gonna your comments. Stoneboy and Shatawali, who would you feel? Okay, Uncle on. Sarkodie is the most hated, but also the most liked. But you people ask question. Be a some of your comments in oh, hey, go for her dream. You see some of the things that they see. Look, but you see the thing.
Yeah, I see some things.
I think it's good. People have to know that the game is the game. So however they want to have fun with it, that's fine. We spend our time creating the art. So, you know, if they do what they do with it, that's all part of it. You know, no harm, no foul. It's all good. You know. And then that would be my last question for you. Okay, let me think about this. Let's see. Okay, so if there was one thing that you could change about Ghana, just one though. So right now you get the God give you like, yo, my son, snap at the finger. You ask me this what do you call it, request to change one thing for Ghana. I'll change just one thing. Please, you can't say two, just one. It's like genie in the bottle business. What would be the one thing you would change?
The line break. You say what if you change?
What would you change if you had only,
the line break? What?
Okay, if you had just one request you could make to higher power to make a change in Ghana, what would be the one request you would make to change what?
Okay, yeah, I got that. So I think one thing that has been is at this point I'll be some question where, because this same question it changed over the years, because when I used to do this, political songs, and I was talking about certain things that was happening in that particular year or that particular point in time. But until Obi Cracker said they think I am MPP because I'm not talking about what MPP is doing or whatever. But I think my main reason is because as some of the car under NDC, it was for all the parties, right? Like anybody that comes on, like the and for me to go to the studio and say the same thing again, you know how creativity is. It's like, because my said it has to hit me. High powers start taking back their pride, or more their integrity should be like a top priority. Said they want to protect that, and then the love for the people to survive. And thereby, me person work with team so that it can affect any decisions that they want to make. A chrono, decision is concerned, or the development of the country is concerned. I think that pride in as people, this I can't say but just to put it in a nutshell, the idea of having this pride as leaders, that your top priority is just protecting your people. It would affect every decision that you make, the people that you put in power. Anybody who is not in to protect the people is not supposed to come around you. So it will high power, and I say decision here to protect your people. It affects every decision that you make. That's to the people that you want to choose to, run the country with you. Obia onim say the subanye bia do obe mabe obe pesca obe ya dia mayaboka obe ja e kametri mano. You just have to get rid of those people. So I think I would like to change their mindset and move it from coming into power and trying to gain, personal wealth and just but just serve the country. And just your top priority should be that the country and your power back. People have to come to us to ask for stuff so that we can be respected when we go out there. That would be like my top idea.
So that's like correct leadership at every level.
Exactly. Like let me say, my family and young fato to say, Sisi amene wo manifest. Se me no mambobra na me bobo nkofo bosia. Na se then my daughter will have to pay for that when she goes up, which she had, on your one so me fan in bra we say, and I made naba. And I'm believe this burden on her. And now on I'm honest, papa at the prison, I say I'm broke or anything. She's an easy target because which she will be in her. They can get away with anything that they do with Titi because nobody will fight for her. On the other hand, when you manifest a simple to me, that's what told you out. About investments, hold you onto your grounds. Nobody came to your family to invade, trying to like buy you out or pay you anything. Now keep you integrity, keep you power, your pride. Your child grows up having that confidence. Say, me don't say come here. Why wouldn't if you me fee? You can't just mess with me. Me papa no boy brand to me, papa jamen dine to me jam any more cash and me. What I say, papa you say, to me. That's basically what I'm talking about. If our decision is based on data, it's long term. It takes a lot of self-pride and adding because you have to say no to a lot of things, but it's for the bigger picture. You get it? So I just want them to build that confidence. Say you are sitting on something, even though you have not seen it. There are stuff that I saw that I was going to get without somebody getting it for me before I even got it, because I had that belief. So it affected every decision that I made from day one. So I want our leaders. This is a small example. When I took the family, it goes even in the music industry, dealing with labels. I know you know about these things. People going in for, the brown paper bag, and then later on losing everything. We know a lot of they don't have no cash at this point, and they almost ball in their time. But then generation wasn't able to benefit anything from that, and that's what the leadership I'm talking about. It has to change with our leaders.
Facts. Okay, so you get last question to me, and then we'll take one question from the fans.
Yeah, some of it this hour was around the same thing that you just asked. I would also want to see your opinion on how specifically politics is being done in Africa. Let's take Ghana, because we are in Ghana. How are politicians near politics? What do you think? Or are you okay with it, or you think some things should change?
Well, I think first and foremost, our biggest, even in America, one of the most successful countries economically, there's a lot of people struggling. It's a lot of people. Laws and everything are made for people who make the most money from taxes, etc. So as countries we are trying to develop to a certain degree, and we are adopting that same system that is not even working for them perfectly. I think that is our first problem, right? So
yeah,
I'll give you an example of why that be a problem. In Europe and America, politicians don't go, generally, I'm not saying everybody, they don't go into office to make money in office, even though they might go into office because later on they will make money from the clout that they will get from being in office. But the idea that Udu officer, that be where you enrich yourself, it's not even there fundamentally. Yes, and there's a lot of crooked politicians all over the world, but they think that, okay, when I get into politics, establish links, lobby for big companies near the intimidate, we free officer, and then they may use it. Like, who your president or America or other places are, when you say you can go and speak for like that, hundreds of thousands, every time you speak for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, and yeah, about whilst you're in office and all of that, that in itself is because of where they are in a sense. So I think we have adopted democracy in a way that is going to be difficult for us to, unless we have, the Nkrumah kind of thing. I reference Nkrumah a lot, because Charlie, on the real day, we have to be real about it. And yes, we're founding father, and just in terms of ideology, and then I dream on they buy everything. Can you imagine as an Nzema man? And the Ghana and Kayebeka, tribally there, and this to manage those things early. It took a lot of nyansa, sense, and movement. So, I mean, if we can adopt, if we can really go back to the drawing board and really think of structures, because structures, if you have great structures, it will always over the people who are crooked and stuff, right? great structures will help with accountability. So, because me, I know they trust people. Because I didn't know, and say, I will be able to say, the thing is poor already, so make I get mine. But if you put, if structurally, look, a few years ago, we discovered our judiciary. The work. We discovered that, and now do documentary where we discover, say, Charlie, people, they use goods and things bribe. Like a place where you felt like when things were wrong, you could go and seek, refuge. So for me, it's the structures. When we of course, people make structures, but structures can keep people accountable, and it can also give power. It can your friend say, it changes the balance of power. You understand? Because it changes the balance of power so that America, they say something like a whistleblower, so that somebody who might just be a civil servant can be able to topple a government when they know that the government is messing up.
So
anyway, for me, that's what it is. Yeah, that'd be So guys, you get one more question.
Yeah, these things there. If you get into one, you go talk. I know. Say, I know. Say, for looking at you from far, this thing could be something with your heart up. Like me, if I start talk these things, I will start to go. Or this thing, if we meet for somewhere, they will just discuss. Because if you won't do it for you, we'll get problem tomorrow.
One day we go do them like video podcast or something.
Yes. No, any other question from here?
Yeah, we'll take a question from there. We'll round it up, man. Yeah, you choose the question this time. Whilst you're choosing, I'll answer one question somebody asked. They said the song we did was about emancipation. What are our views on religion? I believe in spirituality. I believe in anything that will help better people as people. But I did say in the song that religion is a prison and we dying to be living, because a lot of times religion is used against people, not for people. Like some of the people who they talk of, Martin Luther, Malcolm, they're all religious people, but they didn't use religion
and that's the funny thing that people don't understand. When religion comes in, it's like people freak out. Like my mom will hear certain lines and go like, "Hey, see, I'm about to buy before or something," because the old people. That's the thing. That's the biggest problem, because we were born in that state where you can't even question anything, which for a long time you feel like something is wrong, but you can't talk about it because of the backlash that you get. And even from your own people, they will freak out. Like the statement doesn't even make sense to them. Why would you even say that? And I think, as I said, religion, I'm a spiritual person. I'm a religious person. I use Christianity in a different way compared to what other people want to use it for. Now, you have seen what the expose that's going on for these pastors. They are using the same Bible, but look at what they're doing with it. For me, my understanding of Christianity is way different. And that's why I'm open to have conversation with different people to get to understand where they're coming from. I've had conversations with a lot of people who are in tech, who are creating big innovations. And I had conversations with them. I'm talking about, also, be a Jamal Ferrari is different. But if I call you Ferrari, it's not the same as the people who are working there. Had an interesting conversation. And I was just pushing him, trying to get to the last end of where the thought came from, right? To me, calm, say, because me quite know was it looked like an incubator or something. The leaf, any leaf, it will tell you what the leaf is and what it does. And I was like, so and then they will give you, and I've spoken to people who learned, they give codes anyway and or the combine anyway, but school, I don't back again. Bisa do end now or when it gets to like the last layer, how catch us how they mean to mean control, and obviously we just know that these things are all these things is something that's happening. Tap into, because there's a lot of people creating stuff here, but you need builders our confidence in ourselves to be able to.
Yeah.
Because they use that same thing to downplay all these great people who can really help Africa. So moving forward, we should be whatever we want to be into. You could be a Christian or whatever, but the truth is the truth. You have to face the truth as it is.
Charlie, that is the